Hello and welcome to Clay to Canopy, the show where I attempt to make just about everything from the ground up. Alright y'all, before I get into this chat, I just wanted to say this video description says chat and garden tour. So if you are here for the tour, stay tuned for that. It's at the end of the video. It is going to be a tour of the current state of the garden. What the heck does that have to do with the dragony stuff? Well, the dragon is going to have a tea. Normally I do some sort of feast and I like to try and take something grown from the garden. I have been working on planting out plants, herbs, along with some fruits, things that can be dehydrated, items that can become brewed for teas. If you are interested in taking a look at our garden, it will include those items. I will focus on those, but I also will give you a look at what the rest of our garden looks like. That is going to be at the end of this chat. So, yeah, I have news. Let's get into this. If you have been following along with me on the vlogs, this entire build of the dragon, then you'll probably know 3 months into the start of this dragon, I suffered a major injury while lifting weights that affected my glute, hamstring, and calf on my right leg. It was on again, off again, then I fell. At this point, it is April, and I have been kind of gritting my teeth and trying to just push through and pretend I'm not in pain, even though I have been in an insane amount of pain. I have an appointment finally for a physical therapy. I've had to take it easy. I got maybe 2 hours of on my feet work that I can do without me needing to sit down, and the only place I can take that kind of break is here at home. You know, I still have work. I still have to teach. The injury has been a downer for me mentally because I did all of that work, losing weight, getting healthy, lifting. I haven't been able to do any of that for the past year and a half now. And it just has taken a mental toll on me as well. This is my long roundabout way of saying that I need to take a physical break so that I can focus on getting my leg healed. I need to somehow put in a breaker but not lose my algorithm. YouTube has been somewhat kind to me lately. The December break was not really a break. Said I was going on break from the dragon, but then I had to film all of that content for my coursework, and I still released shorts, and since I kept releasing weekly, it seems to have been working out for me in terms of YouTube. I seem to be getting a slow, steady climb, and I don't want to lose that momentum. The next several videos for the month of May are going to be shorts. I will be releasing some content, pretty much teasers of the projects to come. I wanted to make sure I let you know about it because if you have your subscription notification on, sometimes even still it doesn't show the shorts. I will still release them at the same time on Saturdays that I normally release my videos. West Coast time, it's 5 a.m. here, but that makes it 8 a.m. on the East Coast. If you do not see some notification pop up, there will be a video, but you may have to enter my channel and click on the shorts section so that you can find what it is. If you don't know what a short is, it is a video that is under a minute. So please excuse my needed time to heal. Please, 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 please still check out those shorts because watching them 1 or 2 times and even sharing them, it really helps out my channel. And I wish to thank everyone who has been supporting me so far. All of you for coming and stopping in, and those of you who have been sharing my videos because it has been helping. I've noticed that I'm getting a lot more views. There's been a lot more steady growth, so I really, really appreciate all of you who have been in there doing that for me. All of you who are watching, thank you so much, and I will catch back up with you in June with brand new projects, and until then, I'm gonna roll the garden tour. So if you're interested in the current garden tour, stick around. If not, I hope to catch you soon. It is April 14th, Sunday, April 14th, 2024, and I am going to start off this little garden tour here in the front yard. I'm starting here because these crazy nasturtiums that are mixed in between those artichokes, they're kind of volunteer. They were planted out once and they just keep coming back and back and back. I have been harvesting the heck out of these. The more I clip these flowers, the more keep coming up. It's been, I want to say, the past 2 months that I have been coming out here, taking a tray load of flowers, the ones that look good, for me to dry out for tea, planned tea for the dragon. And this is the front yard. And along the side of the front yard, there are some roses and some foliage that Sarah planted for cut flower arrangements. I mainly wanted to show you these crazy nasturtiums, and it's looking like I need another harvest. So that is on the list to do. All right, let's go. There's not much going on in the front beyond that. It is April, but we've had a late start of our season. A little bit of chive action and Not much happening with the lantanas, and that bird of paradise is taken over. A little tiny nasturtium that kind of pollinated itself, landed itself over here on this side. Alright, let's go out back. And of course, the moment I start filming, the sun comes bursting out. Okay, we are out back, and I have potted up the green stalk with 3 different varieties of strawberries. My goal with this was once I start getting a flush enough go. Ooh, somebody's eating my, is that eating? No, that looks like we had too much rain. Rot. Gotta pull that one. Anyway, I was hoping to get a decent flush of berries that I can then dehydrate. So those will be added to the teas. There were already some green onions kind of going, so I split them up, threw those in there, see if they'd rebulb. Okay, and then we have borage, which the bees have been loving on. I have been collecting these borage. This is another volunteer that just kind of took up residence as borage does. I've been sharing these flowers with the bees, so I only take maybe 25% as they continue to bloom. This is another one I need to come out here and grab more of. There is an English lavender tucked under here. Apparently it is the best tea lavender and hasn't had much flowering on it. I think I'm a little late to the game with this, and the borage does need to get cut back so that this English lavender can sort of come back to life. Project for another day. I don't have much English lavender that I have harvested, maybe like 3 or 4 little sprigs. I'm hoping to get more lavender. We shall see. Crazy salvia. There's 2 salvia in that little center section that just is going nuts. I need to pull these out. These are insane radishes that got put into my Asian pear and they have blown. So yeah, look at this craziness. This radish is insane. They are not edible, but the flowers, we were leaving the flowers here for the bees. We're having a major snail and slug issue this season because of all the rain. And these are my last run broccoli that Sarah put out. Brassicas, mostly broccoli. A couple of what looks like cabbage over there. That is French lavender, which I was told is not that good for tea. So I didn't plan on harvesting those. I was trying to get to the English. Okay, here's the Mookaloo. Yes, say hello, little Miss Lola. And Lola is in the bin with the new blueberries. I put in 2 new blueberries. They are also fruiting up. All of my deal with the fruit was that I was going to dehydrate them and use them as dried in the teas. The dragon's going to get something homegrown. It's going to be like a mix your own tea deal. And that brings me over to what I am calling my tea bed, which is really just this little stretch here. I have calendula. Sarah seed started those. She was just happened to be seed starting them, and I'm like, I need calendula. And they are there. Then I put in 2 chamomiles. These went in at 3 weeks apart. That's bronze fennel, this chamomile, and my happy tea plant back there. Those 3 went in all at the same time along with that calendula, and then about 3 weeks later I added in a second calendula and my sad looking peanuts. The peanuts had nothing to do with my tea garden. I was just excited that they had peanuts and they have been eaten by slugs. So yeah. Okay, those are exhausted flowers that that bed needs to get turned over. Right here is the original apricot, and she's done really well. Last year she put off a lot of apricots. I mean, a lot for us, a lot for a little tiny patio plant. Maybe like, 10. That's a lot. 10. But she did so well that when the apple and cherry died this year, I actually popped in 2 new in that same family. So I got a nectarine back there. Here, let's go swing around that way. Hey, buddy, man. Bubba, what you doing, buddy? Alrighty. So I potted up this nectarine, which does not seem to have kicked off yet. So hopefully it's not dead, because everything else is flowering, and this is just barely budding. But I can say that it's taken a long time for that apricot to get to where it is. I don't anticipate any fruit or anything happening from this new nectarine and this new pluot. Is that how they say it? Pluot. It is basically a hybrid of a plum and apricot, and since the apricot did so well, I picked this one. thinking it would also do well, and it came in bare root, and it's already been, you know, budding up and has some foliage on it, which is why I'm concerned about the nectarine, because the nectarine, all in the same stone fruit family, has no leaves on it yet. So yeah, I don't know, we'll see. Oh, look at those beautiful orange roses. Wonder if I should steal these for petals for tea. Look at that. I might have to steal it and not tell Sarah. Shh. Okay. Lemon. I have done what I could. It does need another round of pulling out what's in there. I did dehydrate some of the lemon rind. I tried candying. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Hello. I did try candying. Candying did not go so well. It started out well, but I think my dehydrator has too much of a hot zone, so they didn't dehydrate properly, and I had like some weird stickiness happening. So needless to say, there will probably be no candied fruit of any kind in the tea selection. This reminds me, where the heck is the stevia? This is jasmine, because I didn't want it to spread. That's why it's in this pot. Any of these things, if they happen, great. If they don't, no big deal. Whatever I can harvest from the garden for the teas will be good. If I can't, I will find another option. Since it's April, I don't anticipate having any of the final, like, necessary stuff until October-ish. It is what it is, right? I got plenty of time. This is the stevia, a natural sugar substitute, and you can just drop any of those leaves into... Wait a minute, is that my stevia? Or is this the lemon balm? Where the hell would the stevia go? It would have been nice if I labeled things, huh? Just saying. Did it get eaten? I know how. One way of telling. Okay, that's lemon balm. Where the hell did I plant my stevia? Well, that's a question. Okay, anyway, blackberries. Blackberries will also be dried. We potted up an extra blackberry over here. We've got some onions back there and kale that have nothing to do with the teas. They're just there. Let's see. Some more radishes that need to come out. More kale. These are the crazy elephant garlic, which I am super excited about just to have for, you know, planting regular life things. Over here are sad looking repotted blueberries. What's going on with these? These may be in shock because they moved from one barrel to another in an attempt to give them fresh nutrients and soil. One of them is new and the other two were moved over. The two that were transplanted are not looking happy. Back there is a lime. If I get any lime this time around, I will try and do the same where I scrape off the pith and dehydrate some lime. That could be nice. Mixed in with some of the berries for a tea, you know, an herbal tea. That is a bay leaf. No plans to use for tea, but it's just new to us. And then we got a new fig, and the other fig was moved. Hang on, it's around here. Oh, that one's new. That's the fig is new. And then this one was the older one that got transplanted. We have a crazy amount of catnip. If I can harvest some, steal some from the cats. Those will also be going into tea. Let's see what's back here. I'm really freaked out about the stevia now. Where the hell is the stevia? Oh, looks like Sarah's been out here putting in some tomatoes. Tomatoes are into the cage. Volunteer nasturtium mixed in with a chocolate mint that I put in. And then this is an older peppermint that has been there for a while, which is fine. Slugs eating our lettuce. We need to eat more salad this week. I'm pointing out as much as I can of plants that are going to be going into what I hope for the tea purposes. So that was kind of my goal. But also, you know, we're here, so taking a look around. Not much going on back there. We did clean out all of that. I did a big pull, big cleanup, and then planted out some things. Sarah's been trying to finish her writing. She hasn't been able to be out here as much. So I have been out here putting in a tea garden and doing what I can in terms of helping her save the things she wants to save. This is New Zealand spinach, of course. This constantly keeps filling up. These are all volunteers, which I'm happy about. I love cooking this New Zealand spinach. It's great for sauteing, not so much for fresh eating. And there is more garlic here. Just put that out. Back here, our eggplant has been cut back along with the peppers, which for us winter over and become perennials, and each season they produce a better, more tolerant plant. It naturalizes. Those are ready to go for the summer. Oh, look at this beautiful little daffodil. Where the heck is that freaking stevia? I need to go back to this bed because I don't remember putting it in a pot. I would have put it in the ground, and that means something ate it because it would have been here. Oh, there it is. No, sorry. Haha. It's in there, but the fennel is crowding it out. Okay, good. There's my stevia. Alright, y'all. That's it for back here. I'll do a quick pan. It's a little messy. I've been in pain, and Sarah's busy. So my goal was to try and do a couple hours a week out here, but yeah, I've been sort of doing that. I forgot. I'm going to show you this. I had 2 trees planted in this and must have used soil that had tomato seeds in it, because these 2 tomato plants, no idea what variety, they are just volunteer. They are here, and I'm just now looking over at what needs to be potted up, and it is my patty pans that I bought and never did anything with. So I got patty pans over there. It looks like there were a couple extra tomatoes, multiple in one. Sarah split them, put in the one she wanted, and these right here, my patty pans that had planned to go in that back bed. So I think at some point that needs to get done. But that is that. I'm gonna call this here. Thanks for hanging out with me. Hope you enjoyed this look at the current state of the garden and some of the items that will become teas that I will be slowly harvesting over the next 4 or 5 months. Please like, share, and subscribe if you have not done so already. Stick around to check out those short videos, and I will see you all in June with new projects for the dragon.